Namaste. This yoga sequence is for beginners, and for advanced practitioners, it is a warm-up for spine. Let's begin in Vajrasana and come in child pose. Place your head on the floor in front of your knees and bring your hands overhead in front. Make cup of the fingers and stay there for some time. Your forehead is resting on the mat. Allow your spine to loosen. Keep your breath slow and keep your face relaxed. Keep on breathing slow and long. Now let your palms flatten on the floor with your elbows. And just being in the position, be aware that how it feels, how comfortable your spine feels in this moment. And keep your breath slow, controlled and long. Now look forward and come into table position. In table position, we want our knees to remain under hips, palms under the shoulders. Now inhale, arch your lower back, lift your chest and chin up. Exhale, round the back, squeeze the glutes, pull the navel in, forehead towards hips. Inhale, belly down, chest forward, chin up. Bring your chin down, look at the navel, squeeze the glutes and round the back. Inhale, cow pose. Exhale, cat pose with knee to head. Inhale, take your knee back, head up. Exhale, bring your knee to forehead. Inhale, take your right leg back, head up. Exhale, knee to forehead. One more time, take your knee back up, stay there and bring it back. Change the leg, left knee to forehead. Inhale, take yourself up, back. Cat position, forehead on the knee as you exhale. Inhale, cow pose, left leg up. Exhale, cat pose, left knee to forehead. Inhale, cow pose, leg up. Exhale, return to normal pose and cat pose. Now, bring your left palm a little inside. Inhale, raise your right hand up, twisting to the right. Bring your right hand under the left armpit, don't touch your shoulder down. Inhale, come back up, twist right side, right hand up. Exhale, right hand under the left armpit. Let's do it one more time. Inhale, exhale, right hand under. Now try to rest your shoulder on the floor and bring your left hand overhead straight. You can also bend your elbow and try to reach your right hand more on left side and push on your left palm to twist more. And feel that nice twist in your spine, which is releasing all the stress. Keep your breath slow and long. Now push on your left hand, come back up, back to table position. Let's switch the side. Inhale, raise your left hand. Exhale, left hand under your right armpit. Inhale, left hand twisting up. Exhale, left hand down. Inhale, left hand up. Left hand down, exhale. Now rest your left shoulder on the floor in front of your left knee and stretch your right hand overhead. And try to push on your right hand to twist more. Keep on stretching your left hand on the right side as far as possible. And be aware of that nice twist and the squeeze on your abdomen. Now push on your right hand, come back to table pose. Now from table we'll do cat pose and spread our hands forward and try to come in puppy pose. Try to let your chest be flat on the floor, touch your chin and look forward. You are on the cup of the fingers. Your chest is trying to reach the floor and your lower back is arched and your upper back as well. Your hips are over your knees and your hands are spread forward. Feel that nice upper back opening. Now bring your hands back to table pose. From table pose, we'll take a knee slightly back and lower down ourselves and lie down on the belly flat. Now place your hands behind by your thighs and let's lift for Superman pose. And now bring your hands sideways forward, join the palms. Take your hands behind. Inhale, bring your hands forward. Exhale, take your hands behind. One more time, bring your hands in front in Superman only. Take your hands behind, stay there. One more time, bring your hands forward. And now, this time, interlock your fingers and pull your chest and chin up. Bend your knees. And your knees are off the floor. Now it is like bow pose, but you are not grabbing your ankles. Now try to bend your knees alternatively. It is one of the best way to engage your glutes, your lower back muscles and your hamstrings. Now from here, you want to straighten the legs and lie down, rest your head on the floor for a moment. Now place your palm next to your navel. Push on your palms, lift for upward facing dog, lifting your chest and chin up, straighten your elbows. Now look at your navel. Perform cat position in table and tuck your toes. Come back to table position. From here, I want you to do cat pose and lift your knees up for downward facing dog, but maintain that cat pose. Drop the knees down, do cow pose and come into upward facing dog with knees bent. Bring your feet down, cat pose, lift for downward facing dog. Bring your knees down, bend your knees, come into up dog with knees bent, head toward the feet. Let's repeat this just one more time. Do it at your own pace. Now hold downward facing dog. Drop your knees down now and slowly walk yourself back to Uttanasana position. So bring your feet forward, place your palm in front, and from here bend your both the knees and come in chair pose and straighten the knees. Bring your hands down again in Uttanasana. Again, come in chair pose and Uttanasana. This time keep your knees straight, come halfway forward, bend the knees, now chair pose. Now bring your hands down on the right side. Twist to the right, taking your right hand up, keep your left knee bent. Bring your right hand down back to chair pose up. Right hand in front of the left foot. Raise your left hand up, keep your right knee bent, straighten the left leg. Bring your left hand down, both hands up in chair pose. Right hand goes up, left hand to the floor. Switch the side one more time, back to chair pose. Right hand in front of the left foot and raise your left hand up, left knee straight. Chair pose last time. This time sit down on your hips and come into boat pose now. It is to engage your abdominals. Stay there for a moment. And then try to straighten the knees. Then slowly lie down. And then try come in boat pose, knees bent. Now I want you from boat pose, lie down slowly again. And bring your feet down for bridge pose. Lift your hips up in bridge pose. Bring your hips down and come into boat pose again. Slowly lie down, feet down. Lift up for bridge pose again, lift high. And bring your hips down slowly. Again come into boat pose. And twist this time on boat pose. Lie down again in bridge pose, lift your hips up. Bring your hips down. Twist to the right side in boat pose. Slowly lie down. Lift your hips higher. Bring your hips down and lift yourself with one leg boat pose, one knee bent. Now twist to the right side as if in Marichyasana and stay there for a moment. So your right knee is bent, left leg is straight and you're twisted on the right side. This is to release the stress from your spine. Now come back to boat pose with one leg. Lie down again. Hold the leg up and lift up for bridge pose with one leg. Bring yourself down. Now let's leg the right leg up. Lift up for bridge pose, hips down, come back to boat pose. Twist to the left side, left knee is bent, right leg is straight. And try to adjust the right elbow or right shoulder next to your left knee. And look back, don't force your neck, focus on your shoulders and spine. Now bring yourself forward back for boat pose, slowly lie down, lift up for bridge pose with one leg. Slowly bring your right foot down and lift higher in bridge pose. Now place your wrist under your hips and try to straighten the leg if you can. If you cannot straighten the leg forward, you can keep your knees bent only and lift your hips even higher. Interlock your fingers under your hips and try to lift your hips higher. Now slowly bring your hips down, hug your knees. Touch your forehead on the knee in Paschimottanasa and swing yourself forward and backward. Now slowly come up, back into boat pose. And now bring your knee to the chest and slowly straighten the legs down in Paschimottanasa, bend down forward. And you can keep your knees bent, grab your heels. If you cannot bend forward, if you feel stiff, your knees can be bent and you can point the toes. And try to rest your head between your knees. Stay there, keeping your breath relaxed and calm. Now from boat pose, again slowly lie down on your back, come back to bridge position. Lift your hips up and drop your hips slightly on the right side. And then lift your knees to chest and drop your knees on the left side. while your arms are shoulder distance apart and your head is turning to the right hand. Stay there for a moment, being aware of that slow, long breath, and try to breathe deep. Now bring yourself back up, bring your feet down to bridge pose. Lift your hips up, bring your hips on left side, and then drop your knees on right side, trying to take your knees closer towards your elbows upward, and then look towards your left hand. Keep your breath slow, bring your knees back, and now straighten the legs up. Take your toes overhead, then swing yourself up and find your way back to table position. You can continue your practice further, or you can relax in child pose.